Welcome back everyone to Let's Play GearCity. I think this is episode number 7, 8, I don't know, I've actually lost track. This one might have to be a little bit of a shorter one. I'm cutting things pretty close before I have to go out of town for another day. But I wanted to get this out before I left, because otherwise it'll be delayed like 3 more days. Anyway, what do we have on the agenda? Well, so far we've been making good money with the Phaeton and the sedan. Okay, this is actually kind of confusing for my poor brain, since the name of the car, intentionally obviously, is so close to the name of the model, the car type. So my brain doesn't know which one to pick. Anyway, what I think we're going to do now, especially because it has been pointed out, a few people have mentioned that it might not be efficient to do this, that the quality increase is so minor that it just doesn't amount to much. We're getting like what, a quality increase of 0.02, which means it'll take 50 months for it to go up by a quality of 1. And the car starts losing its appeal. I mean, the aging process really kicks in. I mean, I guess it mathematically kicks in for the game mechanics after 5 years, which is 60 months. So we're really kind of wasting time doing we're wasting time not cranking out the TT and making it, something really good. So anyway, now we're going to be probably shelving the Easy entirely because she is old. So we'll take her off and we'll assign all these lines to the TT. Maybe 4, 5 lines, and I will give the sedan 2 lines because I do want some production going on with the sedan. Actually, maybe even 3 lines. I do want some production with the sedan going on in New York so that we can sell cars over there. And so it looks like taking the quality down is just not that bad of a thing. So we'll just put this at 60, which will, for now it's positive, but we'll take it down so it's actually a little bit negative. I'm going to be okay with that. Especially in the early part of the game, people keep mentioning how it's just not important to build a very quality car because cars are all just so garbage right now and expectations are so low. Just driving any car right now is a mark of luxury, so we don't have to really build any additional luxury into our vehicles. Anyway, that's how we will try to do this then. We've got 60 here, and I think we're going to also go ahead and spend up a little bit more on this one. Why don't we go up to 70, and then go over to our other branch. Our other factory. Now, this one's at 3 and 3, and the Easy is currently the weapon of choice. We'll switch that off and go to the TT. And we'll go to the TT in absurd numbers. We'll just do something like this. Okay, we'll drop by 0.01, but again, this is very soon is gonna be kind of a defunct thing. I might try to calm down a little bit. I don't want it to be dropping too much just because I don't want I think the image might still have an impact over time, so we don't mind losing a little bit. I think I'll just do 68 or something like that. I don't mind it losing a little bit, but I don't want to lose too much. Same thing here. I think we'll crank this one back up. More cars is more money. Okay, now we're losing. I'll keep that one there, and I'll go to the other one, and this one will be lowered substantially. Okay, we'll put it down to 50. There, that's good. Okay, so we have to adjust prices accordingly. Somebody also mentioned that I ought to, if I haven't done so and I haven't, check on our branches, see how we're doing. Some of these are new, so they're going to be fine. Okay, no, I haven't, I don't have time. I put aside all my personal games of this, so this is my only active playing of GearCity right now. Okay, this one has 12% wear, so over 10% is something that we can fix, which means that probably we're gonna have to fix all of these. Let's go to all the branches. Oops, recondition. Yep. Recondition. Likewise, someone up here. Branch, recondition, 9%. So this one's technically fine. I could do it just to keep them updated, but I might just even wait that one extra month, 10%. So maybe I have been keeping up on these. Nope, they already get. That's the 41% that we feared. Probably should expand over to Boston as well, but yeah, it's 48% wear. We'll recondition that, put some money in, hopefully get some more sales out. Okay, so that's that. We have to adjust prices now. So we've increased the TT, well, obviously the TT cannot sell at 5,000, which is what she's been selling for. So we're gonna have to knock down that price quite a bit. The sedan is actually selling for 3,000, but I suspect that that one also has to come down in price a little bit, since we're gonna be making a lot more of them. So let's knock that one down to 2,800, and then this one should basically be going down all the way to 2,550 in theory. And I'm actually going to do a swap-aroo of the prices here. Since we now want to sell the Easy a little bit slower, I'll go down to 2,500 and we'll see how we sit there. I suspect that we're going to have too many produced still. And then we can take this one up because we no longer care that much about how fast we're going to sell it. Okay, so I don't know. I'll go. How many do we have in storage right now? 200. Well, with 200, we don't want those to stay forever, so yeah, 3,000. I might bring it down to 2,900. Okay, and now the TT even is just about at the limit of when it's going to start experiencing aging effects, which means we're going to have to redesign it pretty soon anyway. The only thing I don't know is whether or not you can do a new design with the same name and it counts for the image. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so we have 6 months on this chassis, and then we can design some new cars. Before I do that, let me just quickly update us on the contract status. I really don't see how any of these are really viable, but it is fun to see that the Air Force has their first design. I actually almost wanted to do this because it just sounds like a lot of fun to try to design an air engine. Unfortunately, not too surprisingly either, these are very difficult contracts to meet. We are about 3 times overweight. Size-wise, we're not doing that bad, but I also don't want to do contracts if they have no price, because it's just kind of useless for us to win those. To win those, we'll have to cut into our margins so much. It's probably not worth it. But even the civilian stuff, we have the luxury sedan here. They're only asking for 7 a month, so obviously it wouldn't be very much. There are a lot of racing contracts, but I don't know if any of these are for anything but... Yeah, so we already registered for the vehicle engine. Chassis, there's a GearCity Cup chassis. Is our new one going to be... It will be a fit. Will it be done in 5 months? 6 months? Okay, so I'm guessing that I built a chassis for this. I already don't remember. It's been over a week. I just got back after quite a long time without recording this. I really cranked them out. The last 3 episodes I recorded in like 2 days or something. That's a lot for me, especially because I was doing the same thing for my other series. It's very tight. But this is good to see. So we do have 1 chassis, which we'll go for, and no gearboxes are even available. Sounds good. Okay, let's end the turn and see. Just try to get Tortuga back into the swing of things. Okay, we did sell 83. This is a good number for the Easy. We actually sold all of our TTs, which is fantastic. And we did not sell all of our sedans. That's okay. So we got, we got pretty close to correct. Not quite. Just cut the price and assume that that's going to work for us. Let me go back and see how much we overproduced by. Not much. This one probably only goes up by maybe 100. We'll try 100. I am pretty happy with the 83 in sales for the EZ. So we'll just leave that one, and then as soon as it's done, we'll retire it from service forever. Yeah, and I still don't, I gotta go back and like watch the tutorial videos and play around with this a little bit more before I'm perfectly comfortable. So at some point I want to end this series, and this is normally how it goes for me, that I get a lot of good feedback, a lot of learning can be done through the comment sections. I mean, I always find that my community is the people who comment on my videos, basically the people who are watching these videos. Just, I'm extremely happy with the people who watch my videos and the comment. Yeah, the community, I would say. The community around these videos are just great. Just a great community. They're very helpful, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. But what is I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I brought that down already by 100, but I probably want to bring this thing up by 100. Unfortunately, we're getting a little bit close to overlapping. I hope that doesn't bite us too much. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so we sold another 80, still have 400 in reserves. We missed 42 sales, which is good. And we're still overproducing the sedans, so we'll need to bring those down a bit. We are making a lot of money, so that's not a concern. The cash flow is going up, up, up. You know, maybe not as optimally as it could be, but it is going up. So yeah, again, what I was basically trying to say is at some point I need to stop this series, absorb all the comments, explore options. The way I normally play this game, probably the way a lot of people play this game, is sit and fool around with things for like 10 minutes. I just can't do that on a video. You know, fool around and go and learning the things, reading something, going to the wiki and reading for 10 minutes. It doesn't work well. It's not as entertaining somehow, surprisingly. Okay, so the sedan, this is crazy. It actually has to drop in price. What that tells me is actually the sedan doesn't need to drop in price. The sedan needs to be produced less. Let's be smart about this, because I mean, I think this will tell us. Where is it? Okay, good. Yeah, so the total unit cost of this thing is basically 1,800 because, well, I don't know which is better to look at, the total unit cost or the manufacturing cost. I think the manufacturing cost is, okay, I will actually read this. Manufacturing is breaking factory labor cost plus piece cost plus Sharon times the. Okay, good. So actually, this is the one I want. Manufacturing cost is the one I want to consider here, because this one does go down with more vehicles you produce. So this is a number we can try to beat. We're selling it for 2,700, and manufacturing costs are 1,400. That's very good. I think the total unit cost probably includes like the design cost that goes into it. Oh, production line costs. This might still be a better one for us to view. So let's go back to this one. We're still making money if it's 27 versus 1,800. The less of these, I mean, so how do I say this? If we produce less of these, we can sell them for a little bit more, but we keep our factory lines, we want to keep our factory lines, production speed-wise, we'll keep them the same. So I will probably go over here. So 3 is being produced here and 3 there. Let's go over and produce only 2 on this. Yikes. Can I go down to 2 without going down to 1? That's what I would prefer. Yes, very good. We'll assign that. It's good. Take it down to 32, just quality-wise. So I'm not going to produce too many over there. Going to keep producing a lot over here. Maybe what we should actually do is take a look at the branches and see how we're selling with it. Okay, so the 32 are being sold in Chicago. It's very weird that all numbers are the same. I had to check which number meant what. 8 are being sold in Detroit. 8 are being sold in Milwaukee. 40 are being sold in New York. 64 are being sold in Philadelphia. Okay, so factory-wise, we definitely want to increase the ones in New York and cut down on the ones in Chicago. So let's do it that way instead. Go back to New York, and you will actually increase this one back to where it was. Okay, very good. So I still am, so I'm keeping the price the same. I guess that's fine. We'll see how much. I doubt that we're, well, we can do the math. Why don't we do the math? 42, and what did we just, how much extra did we just cut off, trim off? We cut off, yeah, what did we cut off, like 60? Yeah, okay, so we should be okay. And then this one, the TT is gonna go up even more, which means that that one should not increase in price. Perfect, because I didn't want to increase it in price. I don't want to keep them separate. So let's just do 2550, see how that works. Kind of balance these things out. Yeah, did sell too many TTs. I thought that might be the case. Still overselling the, or overpriced the sedan. Not by too much. Okay, so let's make some adjustments. TT drops in price. And sedan also drops in price. TT probably needs to drop by 100, and sedan needs to drop by 50, I would say. Let's try that. Try that. What? Yeah, big loss in sales might be, I mean, I'm not going to investigate the reasons why exactly, but big loss in sales for everybody. Maybe October is just not a good month for selling. Still getting rid of the EZs slowly but steadily. Alright, declining sales. Oh, that explains it. Okay, so we expect that they'll recover soon. Locations with new competition, that's probably not helping us either. Yeah, we saw the Air Force project, that's really cool, but also not one that we're going to be terribly interested in trying to fulfill. Not, seems kind of a hard task. 2 months before our chassis is done, then we can submit that and then also design a new car. And that means 1908, because 1908 is rolling around pretty quickly. We're going to want to have a new design, new Phaeton out, so we'll do it. Anyway, how did I want to adjust things? I think I'll just leave, well, no, I guess I can still react a little bit. Let's drop the sales number, TT, and the sedan, let's just drop them by 50 each. Did I do that right? I hope so. Well, if I didn't, I'll just micromanage it back. Yeah, the TT's not selling for enough. Still making good money, but overproducing both of these. Well, there's two ways you can view it. You can view it that we're overproducing, or you can view it that we don't have enough markets for our place. So maybe I need to, I think Boston, we just got to open a branch here. I know that that's not as good just because we don't have as many, we don't have the factory production is not as high over there. But the distance traveled to get to any of these other places is not good. Best place we could do is Cincinnati. It's 300,000. But that's still only 400,000. I mean, just look at Baltimore, Philadelphia with 1.5 million. I mean, Chicago sells, I think, less cars than Philadelphia. So maybe what we ought to be doing is increasing the factory in New York. Or maybe we should just go sell in a different country. Well, the average labor cost is much, much cheaper if we were to go over to France. Corporate tax is super cheap. Labor wage is 36, which might even be higher than... Nope, it's about the same. Why don't we go... They're 36 everywhere. You kidding me? Glasgow has the same average labor wage as London? That's not true. Aha, Dublin over here with the super low, but not Belfast. That is super interesting. You can build a massive factory in Dublin. Of course, the downside is labor skills low, infrastructure is poor, so is the manufacturing capacity. So it won't be able to, when I say massive factory, it won't be that massive just by merit of the fact that there's not a lot of capacity there. Maybe we could probably shop around. Wow, yeah, Italy is so cheap. And the labor skill is not bad. Maybe I can take a look. It's Turin, Marseille. Better resources and super cheap as well, 24. Is all of France 20? Because I will happily build a factory in Paris and open our European markets. Now, some people might say, Tortuga, are you not considering the fact that it's 1907, pretty soon 1908, and there should be in the near future a large world event about to happen? I kind of am two of minds about that. Yeah, we do have the gift of hindsight, but I kind of like to play, and part of me wants to play the game not knowing about that. Part of me doesn't even know how to play the game well knowing that. So there you go. 2,600. Let's go to 8 lines. That seems like too many. Let's go to 7 lines. Just find you get so much value out of this technology slider. I like to crank it pretty high. So this will finish in 1909, just in time for it to be producing ammunition for the war. I think that you still come out net positive for ammunition. I have to re-look up, or if somebody has their advice on what to set your factory to during the war, let me know. How do you deal with the Great War? I'm gonna not know about it in some sense. Like I'm going and I'm building in France, so it's happening, right? I'm ignoring the fact that war will soon be there. But on the other hand, I mean, not even soon. We'll have some amount of time to sell our vehicles over there and all that. But on the other hand, I mean, I think you can make money off the war. Even just there's a special thing you're supposed to do. I don't know, like your factory has to choose whether it's going to do ammunition or contracts. But I assume even military contracts or ammunition or military contracts, I assume that they'll both make money for you. Okay, now back to the United States side of things, which is where most of our action is going on. 1 month. I think we just try to piece together. Sales must still be low. Show must go on. Cut down prices by 100 each. Still making good money. Okay. Didn't gain very much. Yeah, sales are still very low. My suspicion is it's still something we could resolve by just building more places to sell these. Maybe Cincinnati needs a branch. Okay, let's build a branch there as well. And then I need to go over to my office and get those guys to sell as well. So just apply to all, apply to all, apply to all. So hopefully that has now been passed on to Cincinnati. Yes, good. Marketing, I forgot about marketing. Alright, so we have 1997 here. Wait a second. Yeah, 1996. Oh, I think we'll set this to something a little bit lower. Give it a little bit of money though, sure. And our contract is done. Okay, good. I almost almost wrecked it. New racing series. We haven't done the racing stuff yet, but yeah, I mean, it's possible we can go that way. Got the H layout. Hooray. Oops. I don't know what I did there. Doesn't matter. Contracts. Let's apply for this contract that we now can apply for. Alright. We would love to win this one. My God, $17 million penalty to fail this. Let's see if we do. I don't hold up very high hopes, but the ones I win are generally like that one. And I think we're going to make a killing on that. It would be the perfect time considering our car sales are slumping. Okay, so cross our fingers and go. Please, please. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, very good. Open the contract. No. Alright, so we actually need to... We only need to supply 131 a month. I think we're going to do that very, very easily. First of all, let's take a look at our sales. We are still overproducing, so let's take one line off. Oh, okay. We know that we're overproducing. Main thing is, where are we selling or not selling? Chicago. I wonder if I should bump up my marketing here. You know, we're not even selling for the highest price anymore. Kind of makes sense though, because our car is supposedly worse than and higher, and basically the same price as another one, the Meredith here, and that one we're still outselling it. So, oh my gosh, somebody's selling theirs for $5,000. They sold 8 of them. Well, you know, these people are making good money. I think we should drop the price a little bit. So let me go back to this, yeah. So let's lower the price. Let's lower it by 100. Lower this one by 100. Keep that one the same. I guess we don't need to lower it by too much because we do need to take these off the factory. But yeah, okay, that was the question, right? Is where are we selling these? Chicago, Cincinnati is like none. Likewise, Detroit, Milwaukee. No, we're selling these all in New York. So the lines, which we're definitely going to be using the line in, not Paris, France, in New York to do this. I think we'll cut back on one of these for, oh, wait. Calculate. Calculating. Okay. I don't know why that was unoptimized, but it was. We want to take one off. I think we'll take one off here. This one needs to be redone anyway. Let's see how much one line gives us. What did I do? I thought... Dang it! I don't want it taken off from New York. I want it taken off of Chicago. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, let's get one of these lines down. Okay, now go to the contracts. 131, what are we going to get? Oh my gosh, we're going to produce 1,000 of them? Is that correct? Okay, I need to arbitrarily open up a line real fast just so I can confirm this. It doesn't... God, it doesn't tell me. Okay, let's go back down to it. Yeah, 1,045 per line. What is this contract for? Oh, well, it's sad that this is going to disappear so quickly. I think we're going to complete the contract in one day. I mean, in 1 month. Don't terminate that contract, that's for sure. I would like to look at that contract. Can we see it? I think the only way you can see it is down here. Oh, it's only, okay, total need for all contracts is 131. So they only need 1 month. They're willing to pay a large price, but just for 1 month. So this is just a 1 month gig. But we also have this chassis, and we can use it on our new Phaeton. I just don't know, again, if you can just name the Phaeton the same thing, or if we should do a redesign. Because the chassis means, like, everything changes. So I'm really not sure. And let me defer that question, and, the R&D. First of all, let me just go through what I'm saying here. Okay, so on the modify vehicle, maybe I should go back through that tutorial, which is why I didn't say do not show again. But okay, let's say I do this and I want to do like a new generation. I think we just do new generation and it's fine. The material costs in this, yeah, they are lower, so it is good. We probably should be producing less of the sedans. They're just not as, unless we're selling them for over $400 more, and I don't think we are. Yeah, we're only selling them for 200 more. So but at the same time, you have to kind of mix and match here. If we start producing more TTs, we're actually going to have to sell them for even less money in order to sell them all. But that is the balance you need to strike. It has, mathematically at least, that optimize this, we do need to strike that balance. Find the point where the one car is selling for 300 more, basically. And then that's the perfect point. Because that's, that's the sweet spot, I think. Probably that doesn't take into account such things as the manufacturing cost. No, that's based on the manufacturing cost. Well, the other fees that are mixed up in there. But what that means is I probably do need to produce less of them. And the thing is, I'm just not producing that many. And they're selling in New York. Boy, are they. So, I don't know. How's Boston doing? Did I forget to get Boston? I did. Let's open a branch here. Could be lucrative. I hope it is. Can't be bad, right? Alright, build that branch. And then we'll need to do our usual trick, apply to all. Okay, apply to all, apply to all, apply to all. But wait, where are we sitting with these guys? Still 150 left, and they are basically selling at 50 a month. Okay, so let's see what happens if we end 1 month. Look at that. Wonderful. The taxes are going to be horrendous, 35%. But that's a nice little month for us. A month where we almost made $1 million outright. Very good. Sales are now outstripping production, which is good. Not so with the sedans. That one has to drop in price. Or, you might say we have to decrease the production. Could do that as well. So probably what we'll do is... Yeah, I don't want to lower the price anymore. So maybe... In Chicago, we'll cut down this one. Oh, we have one production line available. So let me just increase this, which is not what you would normally want to do. I think I would normally want to go with the other one, but again, I'm trying to... So I will lower the price of the TT because we just increased the number of cars we're producing. Still think it's worth it to do it. Go down to 2100 and try to come up from there. And then... Yeah, I guess I'll go down to 2300 on this as well. So that contract is already done. Got paid, got in, got out. Successfully completed it. Take note, government. We will complete our contracts. We're good for it. Speaking of contracts, I do want to kind of scan and see if there's anything else out there. We have something which... Okay, we already submitted, right? Ah! Wow, look at this. We do have a whole year before we need to submit this, but our V8 117 horsepower engine actually fulfills the civil racing contract. 131. Okay, so this is another one just like what we just did. They need a one-time drop of 131 of them, which we way overproduced, but that's, you know, that's fine. I think do you get paid for the extra ones? I don't know. I don't think they just disappeared. I mean, I don't think your factory, do they just not produce them? So many questions, I don't know. But obviously it's not going to be a problem for us to produce this many, so. Yeah, I guess so I don't forget, I'll just submit my design now. Still only one Air Force One. Not super interested. Ooh, compact car. 20 miles per hour, gasoline, 12... Okay, I only have 10 months. I don't know if I can do that, but that sounds like a fun challenge. Let's potentially try to do this one next time. Wait a second. They're only going to give us 1,100 per car? Doesn't sound like it's a good deal. Is it possible for us to design a compact car that's super cheap? Which one of these is the cheapest? No, we'll probably use the best one. Cost is 156, that's what I'm looking for. Ooh. Can I go back? Performance, handling, luxury, safety is important, fuel is important. Fuel and dependability are very important. Okay, well, if you want dependability, we actually have a very dependable frame here. I think this is 52, 58, 56. So this is actually more dependable. Slightly cheaper, but worse in other ways. I think we'll go for it. This is the FF. So it is cheaper. Yeah, I mean, I think this is just the right one to do. It's a 43 overall. It's actually our highest overall. Manufacturability is a 34. So that's slightly worse, but only by 2. 34 versus 32. I wonder if we could... I think the manufacturability goes up if we do. Anyway, let's just definitely choose this. I don't know why I'm talking myself in... No, do it. Choose select. Okay, this engine, we just want the cheapest engine in this case. $499. Because look at the price. We're already probably talking about a price more than what we want. Okay, auto design. Just pick a pre-designed model. I don't know if cargo, you would kind of expect cargo would be a big deal, but for compact, no. Let's choose this. Cargo is terrible. That's good. That's a good sign. Let me see the ratings on this. No, that's not what I really want. Don't want to hit format. I don't know why. Okay, so the importance is already shown to us here. Dependability is high. So this is actually a 3339. This is a great vehicle. Its cost is $1,000. Now that's the default, but even when we decided to like really slam things down, I don't know how much we're going to be able to drop this by. And can we get this done in, what was the time period? I think 2. So we'll have to speed this up a little bit. We don't care about luxury too much. Safety is important. Luxury not so much. Comfort, I don't know if that's important or not. Just decrease it. Safety is important, so let's bump this one up. 962. That drops safety a little bit, but actually dependability is the most important part on this thing, so we're probably slashing that by cutting all this stuff. But okay, over here is dependability. Seems to go up very nicely. Yeah, look at this. It's actually a good design. Man, I think this is doable. I'm getting carried away here. I wasn't supposed to do this right now, but 9. So this is a good time for format. 970 for the contract. I don't think that is doable. This is the sedan. Oh, we have a sedan that's just too low on miles per gallon. But this compact car, man, they're just not going to give us enough. No, we can't do that. Bummer. Yeah, it just wouldn't make sense. We would make $100 per car. We'd make more than that selling it to the public. And I don't see a way to make more money on it. We'd have to design dirt cheap parts. Anyway, we'll figure out all the whatever's left, whatever's next. Hopefully we win those contracts. The next one. And we're definitely keeping an eye on those. Open up our new factory in Paris. Yeah, got some interesting stuff coming up. So until the next one, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.